universe is not alone. It is but one of infinite worlds, each an altered version of the others. From the beginning of time, they have existed apart. This is the day they collide.
My name is Ryan Bednar, and I'm the lead designer on Infinite Crisis. I work with all the other designers on the team to make sure all the various pieces of the game fit together. Yeah, we're all really big DC fans, and it's really hard to not be a DC fan. So yeah, like we all grew up with Batman and Superman, and we love all the DC characters. Well, we definitely all really like DC a lot, and we got bought by Warner Brothers, Turbine did, which is the company I work for, and they asked us to make a DC game, and we thought to ourselves, what better game to make than a MOBA, because MOBAs are so centered on the characters that are in them, and DC obviously has fantastic characters for us to work with.
Orphaned at an early age and trained by the world's most deadly assassins, Batman brings vigilante justice to the troubled streets of Gotham. The Caped Crusader is a powerful, energy-based bruiser with a strong harass and the ability to quickly get up close and personal with enemy champions. He can stand toe-to-toe with the fiercest opponents and excels at dispatching isolated foes.
My favorite character right now, that's a really good question. I do like Gaslight Batman a lot, but I also have a soft spot for Gaslight Joker, the fat Joker with the meat weapon and the cleaver and all that. He's a lot of fun to play too. Yeah, one of the great things about the game is that it's set in the DC multiverse. And so while we have Batman from the Earth that we're all familiar with, we also have Nightmare Batman, who's a version of Batman that got turned into a vampire, and a Gaslight Batman who uses sonic weapons, and he's kind of from this steampunk age. And so one of the big things we do with all of our characters when we do multiverse variants is we ensure that each character has a very different role in terms of how they fight in combat. And so the base Batman is a bruiser, Nightmare Batman is an assassin, and Gaslight Batman is a marksman. So in doing so, we ensure that there isn't too much overlap between the various characters. One of the great things about this game is that if you like Batman, there's going to be a version of Batman that you're going to like to play in this game. Well, we make sure that we're never forcing people to pay hard currency or with real money for any aspects of the game that would influence gameplay. There's always going to be a way to play the game and get soft currency or merit in our game to buy the things that will actually affect your stats and buy champions, which will actually give you new abilities and new characters to play in the game. Everyone's been really positive about the game so far. We've managed to create and keep a really healthy, positive community, so people have been giving us really great feedback as they've been playing through the beta. And one of the new maps that we just released, Coast City, has been getting really great reviews from the people that have been playing it and the people that have come to Gamescom as well, because one of the big things we're showing off is this new map called Coast City, and we actually have our first prize tournament that's taking place right now, right over there, where we have a bunch of pro teams from the ESL that are competing against each other on Coast City for a first place prize of 10,000 euros. So we're really excited about that. I think we get a mix of both. Some people are really big MOBA fans, so they want to play all the new games that are coming out. And with all the destruction in this game and all the map interactions that we have, you can actually pick up cars and throw them at people. And once you've done that, it actually opens up a part of the map that you can now go through. And so I think features like that are pulling new players into the game. But also, a lot of people grew up with all the DC characters. And so people like Batman and Green Lantern and Wonder Woman. And so in this game, you get to play those characters, but also experience new takes on them with all the multiverse variants that we're doing as well. So we're seeing a big mix of both types of players. Well, we spent a lot of time on the game, and we put a lot of effort into it, and like I said earlier, we have a lot of DC fans in the office, and so everyone's always trying to do everything possible to make sure that the game is as true to DC as possible. But one of the great things about working with DC as a partner is that they understand that we need to make the best game that we can possibly make. And so they've been really great in giving us the flexibility to change things as we need to for gameplay with the various characters. They know that we need to balance Superman with all the rest of the characters in the game. We can't make him invincible. And so they've been great at working with us to figure out exactly how we do that. No, we're going to stay on PC. We're a big fan of PC as a platform, and PC free-to-play works really well as a business model, so we're going to be there for a long time. When you try to define coming out, it's a really sort of soft thing. We plan on going into open beta later this year, and then after that we'll see how that goes as we get more players, and then we'll probably do some probably pre-seasons as we lead up to the first season of the game at the beginning of next year. You can think of the first season as probably the official launch of the game, but we haven't locked down a hard date for that yet. Oh yeah, lots of plans for that. We're already planning on doing another map in addition to Coast City, which is the new map that we released. So it's called Gotham Divided. That's going to be a 3-lane map, but take a lot of the elements of destructive PvP that we developed in Coast City, and we'll apply those to our 3-lane map. Then we're going to have tons of new champions that we're releasing, and then we're just going to keep looking to add new features to the game for a really long time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Asheron's Call at all. It's a MOBA that came out a while back, one of the first, or an MMO that came out a while back, one of the first MMOs, and they would update the game. This was at Turbine once a month with lots and lots of new content. And so we're used to doing really, really aggressive updates for our games, and we plan to do the same thing for Infinite Crisis.
Construct initializing. Loading Lost Sector, Coast City. Assessing new location. 2 routes identified. Defensive structures targeted. Power relays augment offensive drones. Assessing traversable terrain. Alien weapon discovered. Unable to determine optimal strategy. Protector input required.